the French ambassador in Niger is on the run. He is, I mean that, he is on the run from the police now because he refuses to leave the country. I mean, I've never in my life seen something so embarrassing. I've never seen such low behavior from a diplomat. Maybe the American ambassador in Syria and Lebanon, they also like to behave like this. But seriously, I want to show you what's going on. Today, the government in Niger released this this was a letter informing the French that the foreign ministry in Niger, the foreign ministry in Niger has suspended the French ambassador's visa and his diplomatic credentials. Okay, so the French ambassador in Niger right now is no longer a diplomat, and he has no right to be in the country. Even as a regular person, he has no right to be in the country. Now, let me explain why this happened. This happened because last week, here's the other document. Last week, you can see on the 25th of August, they asked the French ambassador to come, to meet them at the foreign ministry. They summoned him for a meeting. Now, if you are the foreign ministry in Niger, you have every right on earth to summon any ambassador in your country. It's your country. They are your guest. Okay? So when the foreign ministry says, you come, I'm summoning you, you run. You fucking run tomorrow morning. What does the French ambassador do? Look at this arrogance. He gets this document and he doesn't even come to the meeting. He doesn't respond and he doesn't come to the meeting. He's in Niger. This is not his country. He is in Niamey. It's not his country. And then in Paris, they're backing him up. They're saying, no, we don't recognize the junta, the military junta in Niger, right? They say this is not the real government. We will only talk to Bazoum. And then they say that we support what the ambassador is doing. He is good of him. He is right. He is correct not to speak or engage in any capacity with this foreign ministry because it is illegitimate. Illegitimate, they say.
La France.
And we should not espouse the narrative that France is Niger's enemy. The problem is the leaders of this coup d'etat, who is the people behind the coup d'etat, who are abandoning reform, who are abandoning the fight against terrorism, and in fact are abandoning the interest of its civilians. If we don't say that loud and clear, who will? So let's not be overly simplistic. And our policy is simple. We do not recognize the people behind the coup d'etat. We support the president who has not resigned. We stand firm beside him, and we support the diplomatic action and the possibly military strategy of ECOWAS.
So the French ambassador to Niger, who refused to leave the country after the Nigerian military junta told him to do so, is literally on the run because his credentials have been revoked and his visa and diplomatic privileges have also been revoked. So he is literally a fugitive in Niger. The whole thing is like, how come a diplomat is being expelled from a certain country but refuses to go? What is really going on? Because the country has the right to expel a diplomat whom they think is not serving in the interests of the country. A country has the right to expel any person whom they believe to be working against the interests of the host country. That is just it. You are a guest in someone's country, and if they say go, you have to go. If they realize that your duties and functions in the country is going against their own interests, you have to go. It's as simple as that, and everybody understands this simple fact. But not France, not Emmanuel Macron. According to them, Niger is just like a province of France. And so Niger cannot decide anything by themselves. According to France, what the Nigerian think or what the Nigerian military junta think doesn't really matter. Because according to France, they are in control in Niger. That France will do whatever France want to do in Niger, and Niger cannot do anything. Because if not that, why won't they just leave? Why? And the Nigerian authorities have asked the French to pull out their troops, and they are like, no, we are not going to do that. Why have a troop in someone's country? Just put them out. They said, no, they're not going to do that. My brothers and sisters, we are in a very, very difficult moment. And the kind of change that is unfolding in the African continent is one of great importance. And we all must be paying attention. We all must pay attention to this, because we cannot let this moment slide us by or pass us by. We have to use it to our advantage. We have to make sure that things begin to change. We must do that. If not, it will come and pass us without us making the best out of it. The French must leave Africa. Without that, nothing is going to work. And the Nigerian military junta must hold their grounds. They cannot cede grounds to the French, because if they allow the French to stay in Niger, believe me, my brothers and sisters, the French will infiltrate the military junta, and they will cause a lot of confusion, because France is not sleeping. France is not stupid. Okay, France is playing the long game. France is cooking something right now as we are talking. France is cooking something behind the scenes. And if Niger is not very, very careful, they will be shocked when France strike. Believe me, they will be shocked. You think France is just there lying and watching what is going on in Niger? No, they are not. Their operatives are working underground in Niger. They are looking for any means possible to set confusion between the people and the junta, or between the military itself. If they can just get a small fraction of the military to break away from the main group, they can use that to say some people are against the junta, and they will start funding the fraction. They will give them arms, they will give them money. Africans must be very smart. It was the same thing I said about Burkina Faso. They just had the second attempted coup to overthrow Ibrahim Traoré. They did. So France is not sleeping. Do not fool yourself. France is not sleeping. And the military junta should never ever thought to themselves that France will just go like that, that France will just go not fighting. No, France doesn't just give up. You have to make them go. That was the same thing Mali did. Mali had to force them out, because if they had stayed in Mali, they would have kept on setting confusion. So they had to go. You cannot say you are against France. You cannot say you are against France's interest in your country. You cannot say France cannot exploit your uranium and your gold while you let their military in your country. They would destabilize your government like now. So they have to go. They have to go. That is the only option. In order for the junta to consolidate power in Niger, France has to go. There is no other way. I saw an article that the French are in a backdoor negotiation with the Nigerian military junta on how many soldiers or how many troops can be pulled out from Niger. All of them, every single one of them has to go. They have to go. That's the only way Niger can ever be in peace. And also the Americans are now scrambling, They have relocated part of their troops to the border of Niger. one would only wonder why. Why are they doing that? Why? You know, why would they relocate some of their troops? What are they also planning? All these foreign powers, okay, all these superpowers, they all have the game they play. They are all playing one game or the other. And we Africans must be smart enough to sense those things from afar. Because believe me, they are not taking this lying down. They won't. They won't. The other day, Niger came out and accused France of breaching their airspace and also piling up ammunition and other things in neighboring countries in Africa. Why? Why? And EU is to militarize, I think, Benin, Togo, and I think Ghana. So they want to create another military zone in the Gulf of Guinea. But you guys out there, what is your take on this whole French involvement in Niger and the way France is treating the Nigerian military junta? Shouldn't the ambassador have left Niger by now? Why is he refusing to go, even though the Nigerian military junta have declared him persona non grata? Why is he not leaving? Or why hasn't he left? And why is France insisting on staying in Niger? What are they gaining from Niger? They have always claimed not to be getting anything from Niger. Why can't they just simply pull out? Wouldn't that be much more easier for them to do? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because little bit of good we and the one you're doing just now help us a lot, and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.